Malone is a 1987 action thriller movie starring Burt Reynolds. He's an ex-CIA hitman who doesn't want to kill anymore, so he decides to retire and just go drifting. So this movie would predate the novel Jack Reacher, The Killing Floor, by about 10 years. So we're already getting something a bit influential. Malone is the new code name for this guy, and he's basically just driving. However, he gets car trouble, so he stops at a small town to stay for a bit while he's waiting for a part, and stays with Paul and Jamie, a single father with his young daughter, and they're nice enough. However, they're being pressed to sell their land by a patriotic fanatic named Delaney, played by Cliff Robertson. So that's probably the reason why I wanted to watch this movie. Cliff Robertson is usually known for playing Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, and he's also in Charlie, but I wanted to see him in a villainous role. And this movie doesn't really deliver. He's not that fanatical or crazy, or he's not that cartoonish. I was expecting more of a over the top, but he's kind of just like a jerky man, which a bit disappointing. But not disappointing is the action. The action in this movie's terrific. The first sequence where we get some ass kicking is a couple of bullies show up and block Malone and the girl, and then Malone just like beats the holy hell out of this guy for really badly too, like super violent. And then the rest of the movie is pretty violent for 1987. There's lots of realistic blood squibs, dark red blood, explosions, vicious kills. It definitely adds a hard edge to this movie, because the first half is kind of just like almost like a Western, kind of just, we want the land and we're bullying you and stuff. But then the second half is all ass kicking, and Burt Reynolds does a great job, of course. Other than that, not much complaints, except Burt Reynolds' character kisses the daughter goodbye. So it's weird. I don't like it. She's too young. But 87, I guess, different year. But overall, this is definitely a simple, no-nonsense action picture. Definitely, if you're into Jack Reacher or something, this movie influenced that probably, and also was influenced by probably the Equalizer series that came out 2 years before. So, drifter, doing things, badass sort of story stock we've seen before. Solid film from Burt Reynolds. I enjoyed this one. I give Malone a 7 out of 10.